All right, we're live now. Welcome to episode 96 of the Untitled Beer Ranking Show. We got the normal cast of characters minus Auntie. She's big timing us. She's got stuff to do. Um, today's special guest is you said it's Hagabook.
Hagabook, yes, sir.
Hagabook. This is the good brother Hagabook. Is Kylon right?
Kalon.
Kylon. Just want to make sure. We did this live. We should have asked this beforehand. Oh, Auntie's here now, so she didn't big time us. But this is good brother.
Really,
Kylon.
nephew?
Auntie showed up to the show, but wanted to bring this good brother on because I think he's doing great work. He has his own tutoring business, and we want to get that shine out there for that. But as usual, as commonplace, let's beer in. Grandpa, what you got today?
Well, I missed out on it. I just got a good old water,
All right.
seltzer water. I was going to get me a beer there, but I got hung up there at Kmart. Not Kmart, but Home Depot, and I should never have went today because they ain't got nobody working, but they got everybody buying.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. What about you're the guest, dude. What do you got? I mean, do you bring any libations of any sort today, sir?
I have coffee. I've been
That's not bad.
tutoring all day today, so that's keeping me up looking at all these numbers.
Well, I can dig that, man. Coffee's not bad. What about you, Auntie?
We're finishing out, I believe it was a 6-pack we had last time with the Evil Cousin double IPA,
Mm-hmm.
8.0 ABV.
I can dig that.
Yeah, I got the same.
Oh, get that going. And well, while y'all getting that, I got some Coppercraft Distillery. This is made in Holland, Michigan.
Drink local.
It's black cherry whiskey. It's
If it's made in Michigan, it's good stuff.
I'm gonna have to bring some of this for you, Grandpa, one day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This stuff is,
Looking forward to it because it's made in Michigan.
Oh, I love it.
give y'all ratings first.
I think last time we had this something like at a 6.5. This is one of those where we just gotta drink it. Just
Right.
while it's cold. When it starts warming up, it like the bitter kicks in. But
Yeah, I don't love it. I'm gonna go with a 6.5.
Mm. How's that
and
water,
Pops, I
Grandpa?
apologize. I thought about you this morning too, because we haven't sent you any beer in a while. So we're on it for next week.
Oh, right. This would have been perfect.
Oh. Grandpa, what you rating that water you got?
Oh, I got to be with water. It's got to be a 7. It's got hours still now. Can't go wrong.
Not even water gets a higher rate, man.
It's supposed to be made perfect, but I guess not. What about so? How's that coffee, dude? Because I've saved you for last, and we're gonna get into your business.
Yeah, the coffee, it's kept me awake, so it'll get a 10 for doing that.
Okay. Well, give people your name and give the name of your company. Let's get into it, man. So what brought you into this?
So my name is Kalon Hagabook. I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, but I've lived in the suburbs of Atlanta since I was in 5th grade. What got me into tutoring was in high school, actually. I was on the basketball team, and I helped some teammates and basically help them stay healthy. And that's what really brought me into it. And
We're getting a little feedback. Feedback.
Hold on. Still getting feedback?
That's a little better now.
Okay. So what got me into it after high school was after I graduated from college. I graduated in 3 years with a degree in economics from Oglethorpe University down here in Atlanta. And it was just seeing people in my community who were struggling with the subject that I knew I was good at. It made me want to get it done. And since I've been doing it, most of my students have been Black students, and I'm constantly the first Black teacher that they've ever had, especially in a subject like me. And that just keeps me motivated. I'm trying to close the gap between Black students and everybody else. really my motivation.
Okay. So how long has this been going on? How long you been? What's the name of your business exactly?
So the name of our business is Book Bros Tutoring and Wellness,
Okay.
which is obviously a play with our last name, Popular, me and my younger brother. So I've been tutoring since 2018, and my brother, he's been tutoring for about 2 years.
Okay. Yeah. Wait, let's try this again because I feel like the sound is like it keeps like it's like a gurgling effect happening. Are you using your phone or something?
Yeah, I'm using my phone right now.
You got some headphones?
Yeah.
The phone doesn't even come with a headphone jack anymore.
Oh dang. It's all right. Well,
What?
the new Apple phones, man. You got it. It's all wireless now.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna figure this out. It's all right. I mean, people will still get the information. So like, I met this brother online. Like, I was seeing that a few times that he was trying to get people to know about his tutoring business, and I was like, oh, this is great. And like, especially since he was talking about it's mainly STEMs based, right? Like, or math based for primarily. And
Oh no. Actually, no. We have tutors in reading comprehension and language arts, and I'm meeting with other tutors in other subject matters. We're trying to have everything covered.
okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was mainly like science and math and thing. That's good. So that's
Yeah,
you guys
well,
are principal.
originally it was because that's what I'm most comfortable in.
Mhm.
But as we're bringing on more tutors, we're expanding to other areas.
So because of COVID, so this is all online, right? Like people reach out
Yes,
to
sir.
you. Okay, do you have a specific app, or you just meet up with people just one whatever?
So we just had our website that we released. It's called thebookbros.co. And
Thebookbros.co.
yes,
Okay.
thebookbros.co.
Mm-hmm.
And through there, we set up our tutors with our students, and we can use any platform really. I prefer Zoom myself for the whiteboard option, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter for us.
Okay. So is it? I guess I'm gonna get into the cost basis of it. So like, is it like what are your offerings or your plans that you offer? Does it depend on the subject, or is it all like a flat rate?
Yeah, so it's all a flat rate. We start off with, for the rest of this summer, as our kickoff, we do individual sessions that are an hour long for 45 minutes or $45. If the student or the parent chooses to book more than one session at a time, then that book drops down to $40 per session. And then we have additional cost saving measures for parents with multiple students as well.
Okay, so this is for real. This is awesome.
Yes, sir.
So have
Yeah, I
you
have a question. I'm sorry, nephew. So I'm perusing the site, and this is dope. So I saw on the front page as part of how you all are helping, you mentioned tailored meal plans. How does that work? How does that tie in? Because I see that it's tutoring and wellness, so it's not just focusing on school stuff. So can you give some more information about that? How that all ties together?
Yeah. So the business was already going before COVID, but we decided to go like fully legit with it once COVID hit. One of the things that we realized, especially among Black students, is the whole school experience has changed for them due to COVID. And we see that a lot of Black students, especially, are struggling with various parts of going to school. One thing that people don't realize is our diet plays a major role in our brain development. For instance, a lot of parents don't know that, and this is one example that I always give. They don't understand, or they don't know that blueberries are great foods for test taking days. So that's where we come in. This is knowledge that we have, and we give that knowledge to our parents. So as of right now, what we have is a vegan food instructor or a vegan diet instructor, and he puts together vegan diets for any customers who want to go that route, or maybe they just want to get a few recipes in the vegan diet. We provide that. We will bring on others and other types of diets later on, but we wanted to start there because that's the emerging market. Beyond that, for the wellness, we also have yoga and exercise instructors. We have realized that, again, a lot of kids due to COVID have not been getting out, and that's a big part of the brain development as well. Not even just brain development, but a healthy body is getting out and being active. So we wanted to bring that to the students, and it's all virtual, just like our tutoring as well. And we will have tiered pricing if students want to do both programs, whether that's exercise or yoga or both, as well as the tutoring, as well as the meals. And then the last part of it, as you can see on the website, is still being developed, but we want to have our own therapy service as well. I've recently found out that my wife is pregnant, and when I found out, I immediately decided to go to therapy.
Yeah.
Our family has some things that we need to work on as a whole, and I didn't want my daughter coming into the world experiencing those things. So it's been going well for me, or more than well. It's been going amazing for me. And I want that to be shared with more Black students, because that's something that a lot of Black people don't experience, and we need to take advantage of that. Really.
Yeah, congrats on the baby. I am
Thank
a
you.
huge proponent of therapy, so that makes me happy. I love my therapist. As a matter of fact, it's been a while since I've gone, but I'm always telling people to go. There's nothing wrong with it. It does not make you weak. It's like you get a tune-up for your car. You go to the doctor when you're coughing. Why not go get a checkup when you feel something's not right here, right? But I was asking that also, so it's dope. So if I don't know if I don't think it was said on here, but I'm a health and fitness coach, and I do stuff with kids too. So if you need somebody else on deck, please feel free to reach out.
Yes, ma'am. I'll reach out to you as soon as we get done with this. Actually, the
Okay.
more people we have, the better.
Okay. I love it. I love it. And the name of my company is called Fitness is Not a Game. I always tell people fitness is fun, but it's not a game. And I know, kids, it has to be fun to them and just keep them moving and keep them active, as opposed to feeling like it's something structured, because they don't want that. So,
Oh, he done left. I guess he'll come back in a second.
yeah.
But no, this is like I was saying. I think it's great anytime someone makes a program where they try to help educate kids and everything, especially in underserved areas. So I think it's cool. It kind of reminded me of what you guys are doing, and getting a bunch of teachers together who have specialized fields and doing it. That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
get him back. Let me see if I can get him back online. I guess while he's trying to come back on, I'm gonna rate mine. So black cherry whiskey, Coppercraft. Let me see if I can get y'all to see this. It's actually pretty legit. It's I'm a fan grandpa, but the first number that came to my mind is 8. This is an 8.
What was the brewery again?
This is Coppercraft Distillery. So they make cocktails in a can. It's from Holland, Michigan, established in 2012. Um, it is the can is what's in here is a rye whiskey, uh, and flavored with black cherry flavorings. I guess.
Huh.
Let me see what if I can find the alcohol content.
So it seems like everybody has an echo except you, Josh.
I don't know. I guess because it got the window open today. I don't. It's something different.
That's
It's
weird.
also
You
it's
hear
10%
echo in me
alcohol
too?
areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Pop, say something and see if you have an echo too.
I've been getting a lot of feedback, so I didn't understand nothing because it's echo. I can even hear myself echoing now.
Yeah. That's interesting, Josh. What you do to us that you're the only one who doesn't have an echo?
Hey, I'm just some days it's me, some days it's not me.
No, Joshua, I hear clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
Do
I still
odd.
have
I
an
mean,
echo?
Yep.
it's echo, but it's not crankly like it was before. Excuse me. Something like before it was like
Very nice.
going in and out.
And it's so interesting because when I look at my audio settings, it says echo cancellation.
It's not that bad for you, Auntie. Now I hear echo.
That's because I clicked the button.
Oh,
I clicked it back.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
It's like double talk with everybody.
Still for me.
Nah, that was good.
When you say
I just
something,
want to play with some settings.
No, that was good right there.
It's like it's still an echo, but it's not. I don't think it's echoing as quickly as it did the first time.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Okay.
Josh, read your settings. How come you ain't got the echo?
Shoot, man. Let me do this. Camera mic. My camera's just my front camera. My audio is just communications array. Default speaker. I got my volume turned down to like 20%. So that might be it. It might just be blasting, but I don't. It might not be blasting, so that's probably why it's not doing it. But
Yeah.
well,
It's
yeah,
really
man.
no magic.
So let me. So can you hear me, dude?
Yes, I can.
So let me. I guess let me get back to my question. So like, what makes yours special and different from like the big, well known touring session like what's that thing? Kumon? Is that what people say? So what's different about what makes it? What will make me choose you over Kumon or something like that?
I think the big thing is that we take an all-in-one approach. We're not just focusing on grades. We're looking at everything that can impact the student. Obviously, the main thing is the subject matter, but you also have to attack those other areas. If a kid isn't getting enough sleep, he's probably not going to be successful. If he's not eating dinner every night, probably not going to be successful. Or if he's eating like fast food often, that we know that leads to not being as successful. And then a big thing is, and I hate to be this way, but I'm going to do it, is I'm a Black man. So our target market is Black students. Because we're not going to turn away anybody, but our target market is Black students. We know how to relate to our Black students. We know how to get these subjects for them to understand. We know how to communicate with them. That's what I really believe separates me from, or our company from everybody else. In addition to that, our prices are much lower than the average tutoring company. I know that I'm putting together a summer program, and I'm talking to my parents about our pricing, and they actually told me I need to go up on my pricing compared to other summer camps. So I think that that's a big thing, is we're being we're a service that more people can take advantage of due to our price levels as well.
Oh, that's good. You have any questions about this, Grandpa?
No question.
I don't think he's catching it because of the echo.
All right. What about you, Uncle Pooh Bear? This is kind of like right up your alley.
Yeah, I'm catching up. I'm on the site now because I wasn't catching the echoes in the beginning either.
See, what my aunt and uncle like to do is like if they got like a media page or something, they'll go right to it. Like if you say it, they'll find you out.
Yeah.
They'll find you.
And that's perfect. That's the whole reason for it.
So like what I heard you say was, so are you learning about the parents and the family structure too to kind of tailor what you guys are doing? Like
Exactly.
That's what I heard a lot of. Okay.
Exactly. Like really with the meal plans, we push them towards the whole family. We figured that if everybody buys in, then the student will buy in as well.
So how do you curate these meal plans? Like who handles that? Is that you or is like someone else on your team who's like a dietitian or something?
No, so if you go to the About Us, it's actually my uncle. He still lives right outside of Detroit, but he is practicing vegan, and he is big into just being active. So he's gone to school and taking classes on these things. So he curates the meal plans.
Oh wow! So are these like pure vegan meal plans, or is he taking into account like other people aren't vegan or?
So for right now, we're doing the vegan meal plans, but future plans include bringing in other dietitians to handle other types of cuisines.
Oh, that's fantastic, man. So that's and so is it just the plan itself? Like you're kind of helping people know what they get? Or are you going to add an arm where you might even ship food to people?
We haven't really talked about shipping food. it's mostly been recipes and telling them the best place to buy what they're looking for.
Yeah, and the cool thing about the recipes is that you can incorporate the babies into it, because when you incorporate the children into the activity, then they buy into it even quicker. You know, because they wouldn't eat what they made. If they just walking in the kitchen while you're cooking, they're like, ew, I don't eat that. Ew, I don't eat that. But if you tell them, chop this up, cut that, stir this, then they get excited about it, because they've taken a different level of ownership, and it's a great opportunity to start the conversation about what's being made, why it's being made, how it impacts the body, you know, what nutrients we get from it, the benefits of all of it. So they're learning at the same time and starting, you know, talking about how it's going to give them more energy, so they'll run faster to help them, you know, clear their brains so they can think. You know, we have to drink water because the brain is made of like 80% water, you know, so it just opens a great opportunity for the parents and the children to do the activity and the kids to buy into it. So I love it.
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly it.
Yes. Like I said, I love the baby, so I'm telling you, you need it, because I do kitchen stuff too. So I do kitchen exercises. So that's what I have fun with the babies. The babies are fun.
I will be contacting you, ma'am. I promise.
Yes. He hit me with the fan.
Just like looking at your site. So when I go to like view classes or whatever, and then I get, all right, so all of this is per hour tutoring or whatever, right?
Yes, sir.
So you should have like bundle deals on here, right? So I get like, I sign up for 1 hour standardized test of $75, and if I want 3 hours, I just click 3. But what if you like, hey, $5? I mean, you can get 5 hours for the price of 4, right? They're just trying to get the money up front ahead of time. And there could even be larger packages, right? So it's like, oh, if you really want a 12-week program, extensive, blah, 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 then it's going to be this amount of hours. But if you go ahead and secure that now, we'll give you X amount of % off.
You know, that's just educational. You wouldn't label it 12 weeks. You would say a semester program. You know, got people thinking it's a school, and you know, now you plant seeds in people's minds, man.
Yeah, so that is a part of it, and it'll be developed more once we bring on more tutors. Thankfully, we've already started having people apply, and we only put out our application a week ago, which is crazy. But eventually, we will have tiered pricing plans. A big part of it right now is just me communicating with the parents and working with them. For instance, a big thing is for all of our new students that are coming in right now, their first full week of courses are completely free. Whether that's 1 hour or 12 hours or however many hours they need, that first week is completely free. So that's bringing in people and letting people know that, you know, obviously this is a for-profit business, but the money isn't the most important thing. Helping these kids out and helping these families is what's most important to us.
No, that's awesome. Like Grandpa, like you. So have you heard anything he's been saying about how he's basically set up this tutoring business that has multiple arms for it's not just like math or something. It's like all these subjects that all these kids may need help with. You hear me? Grandpa just like staring.
Well, you know, I'm hard of hearing to start with, and so I got the problem. I'm trying to zero in, but
it's all right. But you know, I'm telling you, man. I think I started following like this process that you've been going through for like maybe a year or so now. Oh, something just echoed. But it's been interesting. So like, how was the growth process? Like, when you started this, like how quickly before you got some repeat customers? Because I know maybe a couple people tried you out, but like when has it become a thing where you're like, oh, this is turning into a business?
So it actually originally started with my mom just posting an original flyer I had for my services. And that turned into one customer. I started helping that customer's daughter over the summer to get prepared for the next year. And she brought along a friend, and it snowballed from there. It got to the point, well, so now I'm doing this full time. But at one point, I was working a full-time job as well. And it got so busy to the point. That's why I had to bring in my brother to help out, because I just had so many students constantly contacting me and I couldn't handle it by myself. And then once COVID hit and I had more parents coming and asking me about other subjects, that's what I knew I needed to start expanding. And that's what's led to us bringing in additional tutors today.
Oh, that's fantastic. So shout out to moms for planting that seed,
Mom
man.
constantly talking. She knows everybody. We've gotten so many customers through her. So she's a blessing.
How many people do you think you guys service, or how many children do you guys think you tutor in a week?
In a week, we're probably, in all of our subjects, we're probably up to about 18 students.
That's not bad.
Awesome.
And what's the average amount of, like, you think you said hours or books? How many does each student have? Like, what you say on average per week?
So at our peak, we're kind of calming down a little bit now going into the summer. But at our peak, we would probably be meeting with each student 2 hours a week.
Okay, so 18. That's basically like double. So you got like 30. You got 36 things you got to be accountable for.
Yes, exactly.
So,
Exactly.
like, for your criteria for your teachers, like, do they need to have a degree? Do they need to have certificates? Like, how do they prove that they're knowledgeable in what they're doing?
So our target tutors in the future will be college students. And the reason I say that is college students are better able to communicate with the younger students, in my opinion. And that is a big part of our job, is being able to communicate, being able to get them to open up with us. You'll often see that students won't open up to older teachers as much as they will younger teachers. So that's our target audience, is younger college students who are recently coming out of that same age group that the students are. So they're able to communicate better with them. They're able to relate to them a little bit better. To qualify, if they're in college, then we have a pretty good idea that they know somewhat what they're talking about. But first thing is, we will have an interview process with them to make sure that they communicate in the same ways that we would communicate. After that, we will be developing tests to test their mastery of the subjects, and it'll be broken down by the different tests. It won't be just a math test. There'll be an algebra test. There'll be a geometry test, and so on. And in addition to that, we're working with another company to create a program, a training program for new tutors to come through and be taught how we want them to tutor. And so that's being
Don't throw all
developed.
the sauce out there, man. Don't throw all the sauce out there.
Oh
People
no,
don't.
man! I feel like I can put it out there. Nobody can do what's for me is for me. What's for us is for us. So we don't mind, letting people know a little bit of what's going on. Everything isn't being told though.
No, I like that, man. This dude's confident. I believe in it. So, I'm sorry, Auntie, you look like you had something. I could tell in your eyebrows just a certain plateau that you got something that you might want to say.
No. I'm listening. I'm just listening. But I agree with what you said. It just made me think about that clip that kept showing from that game, that college game years ago. Dude put his head down the teammate pulled his head like, no. We gonna stay in the game. So
Yep. My mom often says, "Never let them see you sweat." So that's a code I live by.
Yep.
Man, black parents must have that like a shared Wi-Fi signal, because I don't know how many times I might have heard that throughout my existence.
Look here.
What age of parent do they get that message to say? Because that's something.
All the cliches.
You know what? You start having to share that with your kids once they start experiencing little bits and pieces of the real world. And probably like even with bullying and stuff like that. So probably I would say we start having conversations similar to that, probably going into junior high, middle school.
Mhm.
So around there. And then especially when it came time to, how do I say this? Have the boys blend as they got older. I should say. You get it.
Definitely agree.
The conversation switches. So speaking of that, Pops, did your parents have that type of conversation with you back in the day? The whole never let them see you sweat. The whole is what Daddy Pope said. You got to work twice as hard to be half as good, or whatever. Like, at what point did your parents start giving you that conversation about how you have to navigate this thing called life?
That's a difficult question in this respect that I came along in a different time, and as far as like the influence of my parents. Remember now, my father came, I think he might have had a third or fourth grade education. We're going back, 70, 80, 90 years,
Wow.
And my mother, she maybe 4, 5, 6, but I can see the difference between my parents and somebody's parents who would maybe finish high school,
Mm-hmm.
So they were better able to communicate more so than my parents were. So I don't know. The question you asked was one more time.
Just we were talking about because Kaylon said that his parents would tell him never let him see you sweat, right? Meaning keep your head in the game,
Yeah, right.
And so we were just saying how we started having a conversation with the boys probably about middle school. Would just stay in your lane. Don't worry about everybody else. Don't even let them have an inkling that you sweat. You take care of business, and you call right here if you need to. But I was just curious because you did grow up in such a different time. If we didn't start having that conversation with our boys until they were in middle school, just curious to see if that conversation was had with you earlier because of the time.
Yeah, what a difference too is that your children had a chance. They had parents with master's degrees which could communicate some of the stuff they know, to the kids. But it was sort of like it's kind of difficult to me, but it was a different environment altogether, And as far as my parents were concerned, they were busy trying to make a living and surviving, And I don't think they had very much to pass on, no more than work hard.
But that's a lot.
Huh?
Because that's still a lot. Because
that's a lot.
Yeah.
What did they do?
Concerned,
Dad, what did they do? What did Grandma and Grandpa do?
Back in the 30s, my father worked for Ford Motor Company, and there wasn't much chance for any type of advancement, even because he didn't, the educational factor was important there, Well, if he could have, with the racial thing, if he could have, he couldn't anyway, because of, the circumstances, at that particular time. It's kind of difficult for me to explain. I remember my mother used to work for Jewish people always seem to latch on. I guess if we latch on to them or they latch on to us. But most of the black women did a lot of housework at the time, and they call it day work. You could get 75 cents a day, plus car fare, which car fare was a nickel for the streetcar, so that's 80 cents, But even at that time, 80 cents provided, with the necessary food to keep for survival.
Wow.
But I mean, these were some rough times. That's what I can think. Nothing like what you're talking about now.
80 cents.
Thinking about what you're.
No, I'm just saying 80 cents a day. People.
80 cents. Oh, 75 cents a day. Plus car fare. Car fare was the streetcar nickel to get you home.
Of course, that's when 75 cents was 75 cents.
Right.
Yeah, I'll put it in a proper perspective. That you could get a can of pet milk for 2 cents and a big can for 5 cents, and loaf of bread, 5 and 8 cents, 10 cents is a large loaf of bread, so you can see the time. So 75 cents a day, was survival. You didn't get rich off of it, but it was survival too.
I mean that plays
But
to
even with the show you, I mean, it's kind of difficult to translate this into the times because I came out of the military and they were paying $1.50 an hour. You know, that was working at Ford Motor Company. You know, so it's very different. But it's the only thing that I've always said, even working at Ford Motor Company at $1.50 an hour, you can still buy yourself a car. They wouldn't give you 2 years to pay for a car. And the person maybe could hustle and pay for a car and pay on a house too, you know, $1.50 an hour. So it's kind of hard to put that in this proper perspective, you know, as to what's going on now, you know, because $1.50 an hour ain't gonna get you a loaf of bread.
I was just at the post office the other day, and I had the nerve to say, "Man, I wish with stamps were a quarter." And now you telling me that 3 stamps was your peers were working all day to get 3 stamps. Like that is so crazy.
Oh yeah. I got you. You was talking about the post office. I got a post office card when the postal card was 2 cents and first class mail was 3 cents. So if you saw a penny on the ground, that was luck, you know.
That's like 520.
You didn't walk by, man. You picked it up, man, and see if there was nothing next to it.
Hey, for the record, I'm picking up pennies today.
I pick up head up pennies. They said it was a good luck.
Let me tell you,
I'm picking it up.
When I was a little boy, we visited Dad in Germany, and we were at this fireworks display or something, and this one of his guys he was stationed with threw a nickel or a quarter at him, and Dad's like, "Don't worry, in 25 years after compound interest, this will be $25."
Of course, your dad said that.
And you know,
He was
Dad,
right.
he probably kept that quarter, put it in a high interest investment bank, and he's waiting for it to hit $25, so he can call that dude and just like, "Thank you."
So Kayla, I don't know if I missed it or not. What did you say the age range that you all tutor?
Oh, we don't have an age range. I've had students as young as first grade, and I've had parents of my students need help with college algebra, and I tutored them. So there's no age range. We help anybody who needs help. If we know the subject, we're willing to help.
Gotcha.
Hey, let me see something. Let's see if I can do something. Hey, are you? Dang it, I can't. Give me the name of your company again, of the website.
The website is The Book Bros.
It's a www something .thebookbros.
Yep. .co.
So that's your brother that you partner with?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, that's dope. I was reading the bios. I was like, when I saw you read your uncle's bio, and he was like, I was like,
Yep.
What, Freddie Taylor? What?
So the book bros just flew right over your head.
No, I thought because bros, I thought it was like a black man bro thing.
Okay, all right.
I can see that.
All right, bro.
Right, bro. And then when I got on the site and I read it, I was like, because I saw the last names. And I was like, okay. So yeah.
Can y'all see this on the
Yes, sir, we can. Come on with your fancy
I didn't figure it out, y'all. So
come on, nephew.
So now everybody, whoever sees this, whenever watch the video, the replay of it, please click on this link. We everybody ain't good at something. If you can't read good, you can't spell, you can't type, anything. These guys got everything. You got math problems. Shout out to these people. They'll find it for you. They'll help you out. You just heard him say, if you're in first grade, he's got you. If you're in college, doesn't matter. They got you. These dudes helping build the space program. That's how good they are at math.
They taught Katherine Johnson mathematics.
I wish we could teach the
OG. No, man, this is phenomenal. Like, dude, you done made push the limit because it. So we've been doing this show for 96 episodes, me and Grandpa, and Auntie and Uncle Poober, then it came in. They saw I was spending time with Grandpa. They're like, I can't have that.
You invited us, sucker.
I'm just playing. So, and like this is the first time we didn't ever use technology to benefit, because like dude, thumbnails and all types of stuff have not been kind. Auntie has told me many a time we have looked crazy in these thumbnails.
So, Kaylon, this is how I look at all the thumbnails.
That's not how you look?
You know you live in the house with me, right?
Hey,
Nobody else is here.
Hey.
Yeah.
Don't get in trouble. Please
Pops,
don't.
you're going to have one less son. You hear your son talking to me, Pops? First of all, Pops.
He got the echo.
Right. Hey, Pops.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear your son talking to me?
The echoing is going on. I'm getting 2 or 3 sounds, and I can't hear. So one thing I can do is smile.
well, first your son didn't bring me any of that steak from last week, and then he's talking trash to me.
To be fair, Auntie, that steak wouldn't have made it on the plane.
It wouldn't have made it.
It wouldn't have made it. It's out of control.
I told her to come.
I didn't get yet to experience that steak,
Don't worry, Grandpa. I got a guy out here. I can get you some steak. It's gonna
well, even the steak you had, he showed me the videos from the one you had, and you looked very excited.
Oh, I was excited, but I got a guy out here who I can get steak. Joshua? It'll be good.
No, you Pops. Remember, I went to the restaurant and you got that was it A5?
Oh, you talking about breakfast?
No, y'all went and got the steak for dinner.
No, we were in the.
Y'all remember y'all bought those ladies at the next table the drinks for their birthday, and they came and took pictures with y'all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I don't remember we had steak.
He said the steak was forgettable. How much that steak cost, baby?
Pops, you had a $200 4-ounce steak. He don't remember it. Well, we got you on video. I'll show you the video.
I remember the young people came over there. They had a birthday. Somebody had a birthday party or something.
Yes.
But I can't remember what we had. We had steak.
Don't forget now. Grandpa that had grandma's cooking for like 70 years. He don't really care about no steak.
He could have got that cheap $80 steak you and I had.
Oh my God. That's how you know Pops' palate is so advanced. He's like, $200 steak. Who remembers that? Like,
but seriously though, I can't remember no steak.
We'll figure it out, Grandpa.
I'm gonna text you the video.
Oh, okay. I knew we ate out and everything, and I remember it was
that's crazy.
it sounds like Jack ate that steak.
I got a major problem. I can't hardly go from minute to minute. I'm getting scared.
Nah,
an old man like me, when you have to have somebody to hold your hand and lead you around, you're in big trouble.
That was Jack and Stella who ate that steak.
Yeah. Now the truth that came out.
Jack and Stella.
Yeah, that was a nice long day.
But let me.
So, Kayla, have you realized that this young man?
I remember
91 years old.
Freddie had a steak. You had steak for breakfast. And I know you and Josh went for the super steak, but I can't remember. I don't know. We had 4 kinds of oysters.
Oh, that was
okay. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember the 4 kinds of oysters.
But the heck with your $200 steak.
It was forgettable.
Oh,
Hey, but
it's so funny because all while we're talking about the price of this steak and all that, I just keep thinking about Kayla, like, this could be a math class for the baby. Steak was $200 and it was only 4 ounces.
no, it's multiple.
All right, so that's $50 an ounce. What else can we do with $50? So that means 1 ounce of steak costs how many stamps? Like, I'm just running the math in my head. Like,
hey, man.
Plenty of math problems.
Hey, we're gonna see it on his website. For the price of 1 steak, you can have 4 classes for your
right.
children.
A forgettable steak.
Forgettable kids educated.
Yeah.
But hey, man, look, we know we got a few minutes left. You got anything else you want to like pub out there or let people know about your shoot, we got the link right here, but give us some more
So,
information, man.
upcoming events we'll be doing this summer, I'm putting on a math camp for rising 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. The 8th grade class will be Algebra 1, the 7th grade class will be pre-algebra, and the 6th grade class will be basic 6th grade math. It'll be a 6-week program, 3 weeks in June, 3 weeks in July, where we bring the students together in a virtual classroom, and I'll be teaching them the subject matter they'll be learning next year so that they can get ahead. It'll be a limited amount of spaces available for each class, but we are about to launch a flyers for that this coming weekend. In addition to that, down here in Atlanta for 4th of July weekend, actually on July 3rd, we'll be having a yoga in the park event for all of anybody who wants to come. It'll be completely free. It'll be at Grant Park on the morning of July 3rd. We'll have more information about that soon. But that is to really announce our wellness division of our business. Just trying to get people out, try to get them active, and get people to see another way of handling stress. And on that, we've been seeing that typically Black students are over punished in the education system. But we're starting to see that some schools are eliminating suspensions and then, as an alternative, having students do yoga and meditating and different activities like that. And I think that that's absolutely perfect. Just seeing and hearing some of the horror stories from students in these schools, I'm glad that we're realizing just because we did something a certain way for a certain amount of time doesn't mean that we have to do that for forever. We can find better ways to handle conflict. And this is a part of what we want to do. So that's why we're really pushing this yoga.
Well, hey man, that sounds excellent. I'm glad you're
That's
getting
dope.
you're getting ahead of it, man. You guys are like, we're already doing it.
Exactly.
We're already trying we're trying to rehabilitate. We're not trying to punish over here.
Exactly. That's exactly correct.
I don't even know if rehabilitate is such a good word, because that determines that you're broken. Like I think it's.
I feel like from our history in this country, we are broken, and it's okay to admit that. You gotta admit the first sign of, or the first step in recovery is to admit you have a problem, and this country has dealt us a bad hand. There's nothing wrong with admitting that, and we admit it and take it from there and move forward.
I hear that, man. I mean, you're a different space than me right now. Cause I don't know if I could. I don't know if I have it in me to say that I'm a broken person. You know, like, but you know,
That's
that's
why
how you
you
get
don't
help.
nephew.
I was gonna make a joke, but then Auntie looked at me seriously. I don't want to whoop her.
I was setting up a punchline, man.
You know, Auntie she didn't told me something else. I sent a message like, you better get it together.
Y'all might have missed Pop's witnessing his steak for the first time. He just saw it.
I was wondering what he was watching.
You remember the guy was at the table and he was saying something about putting something on the steak? Or he was, huh?
Yeah.
I can't recall what he was telling me about, but yeah, and I did have a steak.
Hey, brother, you got any memory teaching classes?
That's where the wellness comes in. That's the food. We get the brain food.
We're gonna sign Grandpa up for that wellness class.
It's too late for me because you gotta learn. You gotta hear too, you know.
Oh man. Well, hey man, we gotta wrap up this episode. What we like to do is we like to give everybody a chance to give their final thought, to club up anything they're doing, or just just their opinion on stuff. We'll come to you last because you're the guest.
Okay.
Uncle Pooh, give your final thought today.
Incremental change is happening all around us.
You know what that means to me?
I said we gotta end the episode, y'all. You go ahead
Right.
and do
So,
it.
there we have a few key words. When certain words are said during the show, we have to drink. And incremental change is one of them.
Let me ask this question though. Aren't we having those incremental changes?
Okay.
Every week we have somebody, man, who's enlightening us. It's incrementally, but hey, it's gonna come into to be the whole big picture.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, Grandpa,
Like
you
I said,
talking. Give your final thought.
I enjoy what I was trying to pick up what he was saying, but the echo and everything, I can't hear.
Don't worry, Grandpa. You know, as usual, I'll fix another problem that we've just made. But but give your final thought, Grandpa, because you're saying stuff now.
That was my final thought. Incremental
Okay.
change.
Oh,
Moving
okay.
on up, you know.
Auntie, go next.
Whoa. Final thought. Man, I love everything that you're doing. I bring on folks as my nephew, so nephew Kaylon, you're not a nephew, but I love everything that you're doing with looking at the babies as a whole and realizing that what's reflected on report cards isn't just what's here, it's the whole environmental aspect of it and the lifestyle. So kudos to you to keep doing what you're doing. And yes, let's make sure we connect. Absolutely.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, when I end the broadcast, don't leave the call so you guys can do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, good brother, give your final thought real quick since you.
Invest in the youth. They are our future. They are our present. Be open and honest with them. Answer their questions. Don't just tell them because I said so. Answer so that they can have the knowledge for later. Knowledge is power.
Amen.
That brings me back to Captain Planet. Knowledge is power. You know. But you know, my final thought is I gotta give before I do that, I gotta give a shout out to one of our sponsors, We Juice, OUIJUICE. Drink your vitamins, wejuice.com. They got juices, they got energy shots, they got everything. They got programs for whether you want to detox, you want to lose weight, you want to do a cleanse. They got everything. Use our code CBZ10, get $10 off. It's fantastic. You know, we got Grandpa getting sponsored for him when this panoramic is over. Grandpa's gonna be out here doing Senior Olympics again, and we just gonna get him some stuff ready for his when he finally breaks that record. So I'm not sure what year this is gonna be, but when it happens, they'll be the sponsors. Grandpa's gonna be here.
Yes.
But my final thought is, please go to thebookbros.co. Patronize his brother. You know, we talk about we're trying to do for self and educate ourselves. We got people right in our community who are doing this exact thing. Every time I bring someone on here, they're trying to do that exact thing. Support them, support. So I hopefully I'll hear by the end of the week that he's got a few more people that came his way. As always, you know, we'll see you next week. And we'll probably have a new sound issue, but don't worry, we fixed the last one next time. So I'll see y'all. We're in the broadcast, but don't hang up, y'all.
All right.